This is for the nerds, this is for the brainiacs, this what we deserve. Go ahead and play it back, you ain't gonna touch me, you not gonna do nothing, you are not above me, I bet you wish you was me, I know it, I know.
It's that of the iPhone. Let's go impress the kids. This is the tortoise, parachute Baylor. Oh yeah.
Parachute Baylor.
Matt
Happy
Berkey.
birthday to the tortoise. Yesterday was the tortoise's birthday, officially.
Happy birthday, tortoise!
Happy birthday, sir.
What better way to celebrate than doing whatever that was?
That was the tortoise dive.
That was very interesting.
That was the tortoise dive.
So we are going to have a little bit of a short show today, but we're here. Sorry for the delay. We were sitting.
Doing nothing
chatting,
again.
Doing nothing.
We had a push-up
We had some
challenge.
audio issues. Something with... You guys hear us? Everything good? Something with the audio was messed up. Technology's hard.
Shit happens.
Shit happens. But
Shit
we're
happens.
here with Jaman today. We have
got
a
Jaman in the
special
building.
guest,
The specialist of
team
guests.
member of the Astros,
The specialist of guests who had
teammate.
had money to throw away a few years ago, and I thought I'd buy a throwback Astros jersey.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not an Astros fan.
Good.
But you are now on
Yeah.
the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is you just bought that for the aesthetic.
100%.
I like that.
100%.
colors
Like I
are
think I
nice.
know like two Astros in the history of Astros.
Name them.
Nolan Ryan.
That's a good one.
I had when I said two, I had another one in my head. It just popped out.
George Springer.
No.
Hell
who's
no, it wouldn't
that?
have been that. He has no idea who George Springer is. He's
who's
not even an
that?
Astro anymore.
No.
Formerly an Astro.
Formerly.
Nolan Ryan and let's just go with Tony Dorsett.
That sounds like a football player.
I was thinking you were going to say Justin Verlander.
No, Tony Dorsett or Earl Campbell, one of those old-timey Astros.
Ham was on the Rangers. Anyway,
As much as I'd love to talk about this, I'm going to cut you guys off because I am running the show today and I get to do that when we talk about boring sports. So we have a little bit of news from our home to yours. Well, we're homeless.
yeah, from our former home.
From our former home.
We do not have a home anymore, and if you guys have a room that we can live in, all of us,
All of us.
just let us know.
Did the house really sell?
The house sold.
The house has sold.
Yeah, and he sold it for the number that he wanted. So
Really?
congrats,
Yes.
Matt. That's
Yeah,
actually,
nice.
It was
Honestly,
worth the wait. Hashtag worth the wait.
Yeah, it was like one of those things where we thought he wasn't going to sell it for what he wanted. But
Yeah.
he got.
Yeah.
He got
Because the
what
market
he
was
wanted.
dropping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
somebody swooped in from Europe or some northern country.
No, they were a
And they bought it.
tattooed family, a U.S. family.
They can't be a U.S. family.
They are.
They asked for it fully furnished.
I saw them.
They want our dog hairy couch.
I know. I don't know why. They want the dog hair couch. They want the dog poop rug.
What?
We have shit stains on
There's
our fucking
there's
rug.
literal poop
and they
on
want
the
it.
rug.
They want
and
it fully
want
furnished?
Yeah.
Wow.
They want the dog hair, the dog poop. They saw the dogs.
Why do they need a house in such a rush? Like, what's going on? They're up to something.
They're probably upset.
Something's up,
That's
right?
something's up.
I wonder if
Either
it's a
their
cash.
house burned down, or
Something's up.
they might
in
have there's the kids they were with might have been captured.
Something's up in that house next door to you guys' house too. But I'm just saying. I'm not saying anything. I'm just
Conrad
saying.
knows all
wonder-
about that house. They get it poppin'.
I wonder if it was
Make it pop.
if they offered cash. Because if they offered cash, there's,
Yeah,
They
there's definitely
did.
something
I'm
going
pretty
on.
sure they did.
I don't think it matters. He sold the house.
So
That is a good
Congratulations.
point.
Way
When do
to
you guys
sell the
have to be
house,
out?
Matt. Now they want us to leave in 10 days.
yeah.
Holy shit.
I mean, so something's real. Something
They
is
need
up.
that house for
Okay.
something.
I'm actually
over.
curious what actually is happening because that is kind of weird. They want a
Less
furnished
questions,
house
the better.
immediately, and they want us out of there in 10 days. And they want the dog poop rug, and they want the dog hair couch.
I think we should just get out of the house and not ask any questions.
You know
Let's
what we
not
should
find
do? We
out.
should-
Definitely shouldn't ask questions.
Hold on.
Yeah, you should ask a lot of questions on the podcast about it.
Should we? Yeah.
I hope Berkey didn't give him my tent with the house.
The
Bro,
tent-
that tent is gone.
the
It's
tent-
1.75
They
with the tent.
specifically asked for the
If
tent.
they want the tent, it's 1.75, all right? Like,
Fortunately, that tent is long gone. I
thought you just
man,
got the tent.
there were some Sundays.
it was for the winter.
Yeah.
There were some Sundays, man, where they would keep keep the door open.
Oh my God.
And it would just reek
It
of
stunk.
odor and weed.
It smelled
and
like
I would
throw
walk
up.
out of my
It literally
room.
smelled like throw up.
Yeah,
We
it's-
smoked a lot of weed in the motherfucker, and we just
I would
sat
come
there
out
with
of
the
my
doors
weed.
closed,
It
smoking
wasn't
out of my
weed.
room on
weed that made
breaks.
that smell like that.
On
You guys
breaks.
were throwing up in there or something. I don't know what
We
was
definitely
going
weren't,
on.
but there were dogs, maybe.
It smelled like throw up.
It was really nasty. Like
was
I would walk
really
out on break,
gross.
like, wow, I have 5 minutes to get maybe some nice fresh air, and you just get
Nope.
absolutely bodied
Bodied by some fucking marijuana odor.
foul
gotta go out
stench of indescribable torture.
You
Yeah.
gotta go out the front door, man.
It's true.
But the thing is, like, you get nose blind to it. So Conrad probably didn't smell anything wrong. You're probably like, oh, this doesn't smell that bad.
Well, I don't know. It smelled like weed to me.
It just smelled fine, is what I'm saying, right?
Well, the
smelled like
question
weed.
is,
it smelled like
wherever
it smelled
we
like
go,
burnt weed, like a whole bunch of ashes, like and joint clips that are just sitting somewhere for a fucking
and throw
while,
up,
and in like
throw up and like dirty ass cheeks.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
It all goes together.
Will there be a tent at the new place?
No.
Well,
Wait, is there a new place?
No, we don't have one. We're literally
we're
homeless.
literally all moving into my tent.
We're literally
underneath an
homeless, and
overpass.
we have to find a place in 10 days.
I mean,
So-
I was looking at this overpass over by the Rio,
Oh,
right
yeah?
by the train tracks.
Yeah, sounds good.
It's actually a great place to set up the tent.
Okay.
I don't
I
know.
actually know exactly where you're. There's a lot of. We would have neighbors.
Yeah.
There's a fair amount of people
it
already.
was for
living
electricity. I was thinking that we could actually run it from the Rio.
There.
And
That's far.
It's not. I mean, we can
Well,
get a couple
you're
extensions.
assuming the Rio's gonna
A
be
couple
there.
extension cords.
Well, listen, we're only planning for like 2 or 3 months at a time, all right? So if we can run a couple extension cords, get some power over there, we'll be
Berkey,
good.
shut the hell up, man. He said Melissa's looking very unolive. This is stupid lighting, first of all. It's very fluorescent. But also, when you sit here, you're literally blended into the wall.
So, when he sits there, he is Sherlock Berkey.
You look
is
like
true.
the ice miser.
He
It's
is
so,
the
it's so
ice
cute
Bro, you
to
look
listen
like
to you
the
guys
ice
argue
miser.
about skin tone and who's darker.
He just wants to be olive.
Clearly, I'm the
bad.
most clearly, Jaman, I'm the most olive of them all. I don't know what they're talking about.
It's so disrespectful.
It's pretty great.
How dare you?
Fucking rude.
But anyway, so Berkey has plans, apparently, as we learned, not from him, but from Twitter.
We did learn from
He's
Twitter.
throwing his hat in the ring of this. So Seaver dropped out of this match
For personal
for
reasons.
personal reasons.
Yeah.
So Berkey's like, I just sold my house. I'm going to throw my hat in the ring.
Yeah. Just because you now have for Matt, this is a windfall. He's been getting wrecked recently, you know, a little bit of sadness, a little bit of pain. But now he sold the house, so he's back. The cash is here.
They paid
But
in cash.
Yeah, they paid
they
cash,
paid in
yeah.
cash.
$800K, man.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Phil Hellmuth. $800,000. Okay.
I respect it.
I want
Matt,
a taste.
Matt, look at me. Look at me,
I
Matt.
want a taste.
Look at me. We cannot
Not
be
this.
homeless again.
The talking into the camera intensely
He always
scares
does it.
everyone.
I,
Scares everyone.
some
For-
things need to be said with
For
an
what it
intensity.
worse, the only thing that needs to be said is that guy stinks. You sold the house. You know, you got a little extra dollars. You just got to play him. You just got to play him for
My
it all.
question is, he openly speaks about how he's never won a
It's
tournament.
fine.
He's
It's
never
fine.
won a heads
There's
up.
always a time for the
So
first time.
This is the time.
There's a time for the first time, and right now could be his time.
Well, here's
He
my.
stinks, he said.
Stinks.
Here's my.
Immediately, he said it's one of my favorite clips.
Let's play the Matt game. Like, let's be Matt as an objective observer. Like,
Okay.
if you have 1.6, if you have money now from selling a house, what's the difference between going from up 800 to down 800? It's a lot more of a downside being stuck 800 than it is winning 800, right?
Sure.
So
Because
maybe
you're homeless too.
I don't want to be homeless, man. I just want
No,
somewhere
you're
to
not going to
live.
be homeless. The only person he can make homeless now is himself.
Yeah, he'll have to find someone to start a tab.
How well?
He will start a tab
How
with
well do you
Conrad.
think you know Berkey's game, Landon?
How do I think I know his game overall? Pretty well.
Yeah. So if you were Hellmuth, yeah, we're gonna make chat happy and talk poker for a second.
Okay.
If you were Hellmuth, how would you beat Matt Berkey?
I mean, if I was Hellmuth, I wouldn't change anything because I'm clearly the best in the world. What do you mean? Why would I be worried about?
That's what you would do?
That's what Phil Hellmuth would do.
Just stay super passive?
That's what Phil Hellmuth would do.
So you think Hellmuth is gonna beat Berkey?
Phil Hellmuth says, self-proclaimed, he is the best poker player in the world. So why would he change what he's doing for someone else?
Berkey said, relax, Landon. I'm not spotting them 9 big blinds.
Oh, he's not spotting 9? Listen, man, as someone who has formerly spotted somebody 9 big blinds, don't do it.
That's funny.
Just don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. It's okay.
Damn it! I was just about to do that.
You're just about to do that?
Yeah.
Oh.
You stopped me though. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
You stopped me.
Yeah, learn from me. Sometimes you don't have to go through some experiences to.
I mean, if it's not, obviously we would love to see Berkey in there.
we would honestly, please.
But if
please
it's not
poker
him,
go.
who
Please
would
pick
you want to
Berkey.
see?
I want to.
Espen.
No,
I like Espen.
no.
I like
absolutely
it would
not.
be too
I like
easy
Espen too, but
for
no.
him.
I like Eric Person.
Yes.
Yes.
I like Casino Eric.
We don't want-
Casino
we don't
Eric.
want-
I've seen that though. Oh no, that wasn't this. That was.
Yeah.
I want double bird. I want.
Yeah.
We don't want Espen's gonna be. It's gonna be too nice. He's gonna be too coy.
I'm making
about
a
the
tier list,
situation.
you know?
He's
Main
not.
event champ.
He's not there.
Main event champ.
I mean,
Great, nobody
Persons
cares.
is like the
Persons.
one. He really like uses Phil on Phil.
Yes.
So it is so satisfying.
I like
to
it.
watch.
Yeah. How many times do you think Maury gets called over if they play? How many times if they play, Phil just goes
He'll have
Maury?
to sit there. He'll have to put a chair there.
Yeah,
And
he'll be like the Maury will, instead of Nick doing like the weigh-in, like where they talk to each other, it'll have to be Maury.
and he'll have to
Maury will
wear
have
a
to-
ref like costume.
Yeah, he'll get the white and black stripe going. He'll get the zebra
You know what
shirt.
I'd like to see, honestly, wouldn't even be Person, because I've seen that before. Like we've seen that. It would be somebody like Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast.
Somebody that would play in a
Yeah.
way that would just totally frustrate Phil.
I can't.
I like-
it
wouldn't
no,
care
he
about the
wouldn't
money.
though, because it really like makes me so annoyed to watch Phil deal with people who he is sucking up to.
I know.
It,
I know.
It tilts me to no end because he's
Me
so
too.
fucking fake. So I
But
would
he's
hate
so
to watch
good
that.
at- like,
oh,
he's-
Jimmy,
Yeah.
that was a good check on the turn, Jimmy. Like it would just be so infuriating.
That's very
to watch.
base. Very true. Very
But
true.
it's so
Billionaire
crazy that he
Wrangler.
doesn't
Good job,
realize how
Jimmy.
fake it looks.
It is so, and you know what? Like when we played Poker After Dark with him,
Yeah.
he was sucking up to you so much, like
What?
barely said a word to me.
Yo, there's so many people that people are naming that are just like, I don't want to see these people play them. Like the Paul will actually be alright because he talk a lot.
Paul
of
would
shit.
be alright, yeah.
Patrick
funny?
Leonard, like nobody want. No, I want to see some acts. I want to see people talk shit. I want to see some fun. I am 100% behind fucking what Berkey said, and that's JRB.
JRB.
That would
That'd
be
be
nice.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a good one.
JRB
Ivy,
still.
Chin said Ivy. I don't think Ivy
I don't
is
know,
it.
man.
And Bryn Kenny was in the comments.
Happy Father's
putting
Day.
His hat in the ring.
Yeah, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
Yeah. Dude, come on.
Let's
like
just-
have a little bit of fucking
Couth.
something, you know?
That's a
What
good
a
the
little.
fuck did you say?
He said
little
Couth.
Couth. Couth.
Couth.
Some respect.
I've never heard that shit
never
in
heard the
my
word couth?
life. No.
Have you heard the word uncouth?
No.
Okay. I say that because people have mostly heard uncouth
Yeah.
more than couth. Because
Really?
uncouth is being like
Yeah,
disrespectful,
having
kind
couth
of
is important.
rude, kind of out there a little bit. So like couth is the opposite of
Yeah.
respect.
I can't believe I've never seen it. Tony G would be
There's a
good.
definition for you,
Listen,
Conrad.
this is grammar with Conrad. Couth.
I can't
You
read
guys
it
have
from
to
this
read it. I
far.
can't read.
I can't read it. I'm just too far away.
I'm just
Yeah,
joking.
it's a little bit too far for my eyes too.
Anyway,
unfortunately.
Cultured,
there's
refined.
Yeah.
Yeah, have some
It's
refinement.
just a little like, yeah, it's a little not classy.
Yeah.
But to say, oh, I would like to play. Yeah, okay. But how about the big shit stain you just left on the poker community? Maybe like hide for a little bit
Yeah.
and have some fucking remorse
Yeah,
or
but you
something.
can go fuck yourself.
I mean, it's like you're really not helping the story that you're
Yeah.
like not a psychopath with no remorse because you are just, you
How
know,
about we just cancel the whole Phil and whoever shit, and we just let Martin and fucking
Bryn and
Bryn play
Martin?
for like
oh
20
my god,
bucks.
please, that would be
For
so.
20 bucks.
Just let him play
Okay,
for fucking
Bryn,
20 bucks.
Bryn,
Like,
if you like, you can play.
Yeah, you can
but
play.
you cannot play Phil for 800K. You
Nope.
may only play Martin for $20.
that is true. $20, you can play Martin, and it has to be
Can it be here at the Solve for Why headquarters?
abso-fucking-lutely.
There was the
I will
picture,
deal it.
the picture on Twitter of both of them at the
was
same
so good.
table. And I remember telling Chin, I was like, there's no fucking way that would ever. There's no way I could be sitting at a table with someone that we had that sort of animosity. Like,
It would
mean,
be
I
so
can.
distracting.
no
You
way.
just like Martin, leg up, chilling, talking
No.
mad shit.
I
You
told him,
would,
I said,
yeah, you would
I would
do
just go
that.
straight to the tournament director and said, you might as well just give me penalties right now. Like, and then go to the
Okay,
table. Like, there's
and
no
You
way.
had the hold me back
They
strategy.
have to do the combo
Oh, they have to do frog poison
beforehand.
before playing?
They must be under the influence of the frog poison.
Do they have to do yoga?
during it. There's yoga breaks.
Yeah, is there yoga breaks? And
yeah.
is there CSM involved?
CSM is gonna be sitting.
Is he dealing?
He's doing.
He's dealing.
He's doing the Sims. in
No,
the
no,
back.
he can't deal. That's conflict of
Yeah,
interest.
conflict
Yeah,
of interest,
sure.
no CSM.
He's gonna be dancing in the background.
Okay, dancing
CSM has to be
CSM.
there, right?
Yeah, he's gonna be
You know,
there.
just for Martin to turn around and just look at him all the
When
time.
is the
like,
Berkey Hellmuth thing?
When is it?
I think it's August 15th. It's really soon.
August
Like
15.
soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they basically
It's in
need a
3 days.
very
They-
quick fill-in.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
need a quick fill-in, and everybody is like tweeting that they want to play. I mean, like all the biggest guys are trying
Nobody
to get
doesn't
in there.
want to play Phil. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
Well, especially because of like the overarching opinion of like quality of overall gameplay from Phil, where it's like if you're studied and you're a smart player and like you would want to play heads up versus Phil, why would you not take this as an opportunity to be like, okay, I want to throw my hat in the ring. My hat, my proverbial hat, in the ring. I would like to play. Of anyone that knows how to play No Man Hold'em, heads up, it's only you and him. There's no other people. So if you're like, oh, Phil Hellmuth's not great, now you get to say, okay, I want to play him.
One of us
Yeah.
gets to win.
Only one of us gets to win.
It's a 50% chance.
Maybe I should do it.
Do you want to play?
Yeah, I'm in.
You're in?
Just find 800.
You heard it here first.
I
Conrad, do
just
you
need
want
to
in?
find
I'm
it.
actually, matter of fact,
Hey, Gramps.
looking.
Can I
I'm
borrow
gonna tweet it right now.
800K?
Looking for a tab to cover an 800K
Looking
match.
for
I officially don't want to play.
You don't want to play?
800K.
I'm good
Why not?
because I suck at heads up.
I do too.
Same.
I absolutely suck at heads up.
Okay, so that's one,
but I
two,
would-
three people.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
yeah.
he's not exactly a heads up.
I'll buy
master.
pieces. I'll get a taste if someone wants to sell some taste.
You'll get a taste?
But I'm not playing.
You'll get your fingers
3 days
wet.
to learn
Yeah.
heads up.
Get
You
my
know,
fingers
I'm
wet.
ready.
Yeah.
I'm
Jamie
ready
wants to get his fingers
Yeah.
wet. He's buying action.
You're gonna get your fingers wet in Phil's action or someone else.
I'll just get my fingers wet in general.
Both.
Yeah.
Hedge.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, I just had a vasectomy. That's pretty much all I can do.
Wow. How was that?
Really?
How was your experience?
Wow, this pivoted.
Welcome to Vasectomy Talk with Jaman Burton.
It was awkward,
Was it?
to say the least.
You don't go under for that, right? It's local.
No, they're
And
just
it's
down there
what's
digging
the
around.
downtime like?
Huh?
I'm
Digging around,
trying
literally.
to promote vasectomies to men.
The
What's
whole
the downtime
the whole
like?
procedure took like less than an hour.
Wow.
Between 30 minutes and an hour.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, and it wasn't that painful.
No, I mean, they numb you.
Yeah.
That wasn't the painful part. The painful
Right.
part was my dumb ass. Then told the doctor guy, that I was
Yeah.
like,
The doctor guy, just the
was
doctor.
like-
Guy.
The
I
doctor
was
guy,
like,
yeah. Sounds legit.
hey, I think I'm getting to be about that age where I need to start getting like rectal exams.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like semi-new to town. Do you have
Prostate.
anyone you could recommend? And
Right.
he goes, well, I'm a board certified urologist. I can just do that right now and save you a $200 office visit.
Like
So
a-
literally after like they just shot up my balls and like went down there and started cutting wires.
They are
He
diffusing
like
bombs.
lubed me. He like lubed up his fingers,
no.
spun me over, and just like gave me
But
a
were
right
you
to
still
the-
numb there? Or,
Wait a minute, Jamie. So you're saying
numbing
the doctor guy got his fingers wet.
He got his
He got his fingers wet.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
I mean, it's pretty wild. A vasectomy.
So I
is
had
a
quite the
very-
weekend last weekend.
It's a very fast and easy procedure.
It's so easy.
Whereas
You love this, Melissa.
women get the I've never done this because I won't let anyone put any sort of thing in my business.
Yeah.
So they have the IUD, which
Yeah.
is like a little metal T-shaped thing. They go in and stick it through your cervix, and then it
What
does
is
it
that?
do?
implants into your cervix. The IUD.
What's the point? What's the point of it? Like,
It's birth control.
okay, got it.
But it's I mean, they don't numb you.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Got it.
it seems like a vasectomy is you don't want to have kids that get the vasectomy
You're
instead
pro
of telling her to get
vasectomy.
the
Yeah,
IUD.
you're pro snip.
So
I'm
so
pro snip.
For me, so far so good.
Are
Like,
you pro snip? Jamin, you're pro snip.
Well,
I am,
so
obviously.
far,
Of course
so
he's
good.
pro
So you
snip.
just haven't got anybody pregnant in the last week, or
No, I still have like 15 to 20 like live shots.
Okay.
I've actually heard about this.
Yeah.
After vasectomy, you have a certain number.
Oh yeah, I still have like
And then some people will like rapid fire them to get
Yeah, they are here just
to
fucking.
empty the clip.
Yeah, they are here shooting blanks to get over it.
Yeah, I still have a live clip.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, it's good to be back. I've missed you guys.
Yeah. How was your
You
time in
motherfucker!
Florida?
I was next to you the whole time. You keep saying you miss you guys.
No.
Just say Melissa.
I miss Melissa. I miss Matt, but he's gone. I
I was next to you the whole time.
Yeah, but
It's
you
hard
were
to
here
not
a couple
miss me.
days earlier. You did some more podcasts
He
before
missed you
me.
the 2 days you were
He hates
here.
me.
Yeah.
I know.
Landon hates me.
I miss being here. I'm happy, you know? I'm happy to be back.
I'm always happy to come back here.
Yeah, it's great. Like I went to Florida. Florida was really good. I actually ended up having a winning trip, which is nice. I was into the Maine 5200 Maine for 3. Ended up min cashing.
Shout out to Landon's mom in the chat.
Yeah, shout out to Landon's mom.
Oh, I saw my mom. My mom loved it.
I saw Petunia.
You saw my mom's pet duck.
I wish I gave
Your mom
fucking
has a
Guapo.
pet duck?
Yeah, let's talk
It's
about
true.
it. Yeah.
She has a pet duck that lives in a flower bed right in front of her door.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I walked up and I saw something there, and it's like big inside a flower bed. And I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Wait, can it get out?
That's
It
why-
it
It
free
flies
roams?
away and stuff. It
That's
free
my
roams.
mom.
Oh, it
That's
doesn't
duck.
have, its wings aren't clipped?
Nope. It goes wherever her heart desires.
So-
Well, I don't know what gender the duck is. My mom named the duck Petunia. So whatever. So when Petunia leaves,
What are
but
the
then,
duck's pronouns?
That's a good question.
They,
You have to ask
them,
her.
prob-
Yeah, you have to go to Florida and get a
Z's,
mic
them.
in front of her and say, hey, what do you think? But yeah, so she goes around. She does her duck things. I don't really know what ducks do. But then every time she just finds her way back to my mom's flower bed.
That's cool.
Someone said Landon's mom's the coolest mom of the podcast. I don't think there's any debate on that. Shout out to Landon's mom, but also none of the rest of us have moms.
Yeah, it's
so
true.
So mom, you win like the mom of the podcast award, but at the same time you had no competition.
There are no
with it.
other moms.
Yeah, you had no
Yeah,
competition.
Is this
But
no
But you do
competition,
win.
Marnie?
And also, she made cookies and sent them.
that
It's
Matt
true. My
ate.
mom would have never made
Berkey
cookies.
ate a bunch of them.
How were they? They were good.
They were really good. I
They
mean,
were
they're always
bussin'.
good. I love those sugar cookies.
Were they
with
bussin' or
the
not bussin'?
Royal icing. They're bussin'.
Nice. Yeah, my mom loves to make cookies. So like, if you have any cookie orders or things of that nature, talk to me and then I'll
Yeah.
say, hey,
If
Mom,
you need custom cookies, she made poop cookies.
you make snake and snake cookies.
Really?
Well, some of them were snakes. It was supposed to be.
Oh, they were snake poop.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It was well, technically just
All
snake.
Melissa sees is shit, all
It
right?
was the poop shape.
It was really
it was
poop
the
shape.
poop shape. It was.
Oh my gosh, that's so.
but it was
I
like
didn't even realize that.
green and black. She wanted a picture of. She wanted me to. I told you that I needed a picture of Nigel. It was for my mom.
Wow.
Because my mom she wanted to use the
made
same colors
cookies.
for Nigel
That
for
is
your
so
cookies.
cute.
There's
Yeah.
nothing cute about fucking Nigel. Can somebody stop putting Nigel and cute in the same
Nigel is your
sentence?
snake, right?
Yeah.
I need to meet this guy.
You can. He's great. He's getting used to his new. It's big. His new enclosure.
Oh my God, I'm so scared.
And Scout
Are you?
sits on my bed and growls
I
at
hate
him. And he and Scout have been having a
Scout
little.
knows.
You don't like snakes?
How?
What
I
about
kick her
Landon,
out
are
when
you
she
okay
does
with
that.
snakes?
It's
Dude,
rude.
I love Nigel.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah,
remember
Landon
pre Perkins prep, I was playing heads up versus somebody, and I just had Nigel on my left arm.
Yeah.
I won 10 buy-ins,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. He's
Tell me
lucky.
that I can't like Nigel when I have this snake on my arm winning 10
And then
buy-ins.
he's like yelling, Melissa! And I go down there, and Nigel's like wrapped around the rolly part
Yeah.
of the chair at the floor, about to
Ready
be
to
run
kill him.
over by the chair.
I
And
was
he's
like,
like, he's
"Melissa."
stuck on there. And he's like in like a 4-bet pot with kings, like on the river, facing
Yeah.
like a 9K shove or something.
I think
Yeah.
taller guys are just probably used to snakes. Because I have no problem with a big snake. Landon has no problem with a big
I
snake.
fucking hate snakes. I don't care
So
what type of joke
actually,
you
that's
want to
a-
make.
I'm not making
You
any
might be
hate
onto
snakes.
something. You might be onto something
Yeah.
there.
yeah, I don't have
Yeah.
snake issues.
Yo,
Yeah, I
is
have
Nigel
no
sold
snake
with the
issues.
house?
Is he what?
Nigel's not
Sold
part of
with
the
house?
furnish.
Yeah,
Nigel
it's
is
fully
You know
the
what?
furnished.
They actually, I think he's the reason the house sold. They really liked him.
Seriously,
So
they
he's
sang
staying.
with the
They
house?
were like, "Ooh, let's see." I
So
wanna
Nigel
see.
stays with the house.
No,
oh, all right.
unless they want to pay me like 20K.
20?
$20K. I'll take
So
wages
there's-
You
up
could
there.
find them outside for like $1.
Yeah.
No,
What kind of snake is it? Python?
he's
Boa?
a boa.
Yeah.
He's a boa.
I
had a
paid
pi-
$650 for him.
No, I had a boa.
$650
Yeah.
for him?
You know what? Breeding snakes is actually quite profitable. If
Yeah,
you
I've
run
heard
it
about
well.
this. Like the snake
Landon
slash
and I
reptile.
actually had an idea to start breeding snakes.
What were we had a name. Oh, that's what it was. Oh, I got an idea for you, Jamin. Are you ready for this one?
Shoot.
It's called Steaks and Snakes.
Oh yeah, we're a stable and snake breeding.
We're stable in 2 ways. We back people and we do like leopard gecko breeding, snake breeding. We got it all.
He said
Snakes and
leopard
snakes.
I don't know about. I don't know about the
Good luck with
geckos,
that.
but that,
I had a boa in college for not too long.
what happened to it?
Tried to kill you?
No, it just started growing. I was a poor college kid. Like I didn't
what'd
have
you do-
money.
what did you do with it?
And so it just like got too expensive for me to like keep it.
Yeah, they do. It gets
Yeah.
well when you have to upgrade their tank and
Yeah.
it's
I mean, you could have just come over at our house into the freezer. There's like 150 dead fucking mice there.
When I was in college, you guys were in like 2nd grade.
When you were in college, I wasn't even born.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, you were born.
I wasn't even a thought. I wasn't thought of. I didn't exist.
I was born in '95.
No, you weren't born. Where were you born?
87.
Born. Yeah, you were around.
I was around.
Yeah, you were in 2nd grade. Yeah.
Usually in 2nd grade.
I had dropped out by then.
I think it's a good theory though. If you want to see what's going on with a man's
Snake.
business,
Yeah.
see if he's afraid of snakes.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever
It is not. It is not at all.
I can't believe the 3 of you like snakes. Guapo, please be a fucking voice of reason here. Thank
No
you.
snakes.
Well, I could have told you that.
You know what?
Polarizing.
It still sounds, Conrad, if we do the counting, it's actually 3 versus 2 still. So
No,
the majority is in favor of snakes, while the minority
You
is,
can't do
well,
a diamond push-up, so you don't have any
There are
votes.
some snakes. So the breeding is very like the way they breed, the colors and everything. It's very sort of.
How do you
It's
do
a
it?
little bit of a gamble.
How do
Actually.
you do it?
Well, so they have litters of like I don't know 10, and sometimes you'll get if you match the genes right, you'll get a few that are worth a lot. 20K plus. Like
Just-
there's ones that go for 100K.
Just based
Snakes?
off of like
The colors
skin
and how
tone,
rare-
eyes, right?
Yeah, and how rare like the color morph is.
It's almost like IRL NFTs.
It is. It's
Yeah.
like NFTs.
Yeah.
You can mint a rare.
Have you ever licked Nigel?
Have I licked him?
Licked him?
Why would I lick
Like a
him?
frog?
Like, you know how you kiss a dog?
No, I
Like,
wouldn't lick him. He
You know how you
crawls
kiss
around
a
and
dog,
stuff.
how you
I'm
lick a
just wondering.
frog, you can
Somebody
lick a
asked.
snake.
Somebody
he
asked. I was
wraps
curious.
himself around a dead rat. So I won't be licking him.
All right.
Yeah, you don't.
But
Says a lot about you too.
yeah, I guess it does.
Man.
If anyone wants Nigel, offer
What?
Damon, how did you get to Vegas in the
12K.
first
12K,
place?
I would let him go for 12K.
I know you.
How did I get to Vegas?
You like moved here not recently, but like a
Yeah.
year ago?
Yeah, it was like January of 21.
Okay.
I was living in St. Louis, Missouri. And
You like the Maristar.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean not to Ameristar. Ameristar is fine. St. Louis.
Yeah.
It's time to go.
Yeah.
Let's just say it was the racial tensions were just ridiculously high. Shit was boiling over, and it was just like, you know what? Time to go. And me and my daughter's mother came up with like a short list of places that would be like acceptable to move.
Yeah.
Vegas, Scottsdale. I think Tampa was on that list for a while. Costa Rica was on the list.
Ooh.
Okay. Costa Rica. You could have been Costa Rica,
Yeah.
Jamin.
Wow, that's what we should do.
It's the happiest country.
we
But
can't leave. Costa Rica.
Vegas was just the easiest. It was the one that had cost of living pretty comparable to where we were. And I knew people here. Like,
Yeah.
At the time where I moved here, I actually knew more people that lived in Vegas than I knew that
Right.
lived in St. Louis. It was just like,
You said racial tension in St. Louis. Is it predominantly black?
St. Louis is probably predominantly white, just like most cities.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I mean, there's a black population for sure. But it's just very segregated. It's just like black people over here, white people over here, Bosnians over here, Indians over here, Asians over here. Do you know what I mean? Like, and so
Yeah.
it was just like, yeah, it was just.
Interesting.
And I happened to like live a little west of St. Louis in a place called St. Peter's. And I was literally the black guy in St. Peter's.
Okay.
Like you could, I tease people that you could go to the gas station and ask where the black guy lives, and they would just point you right to my house. Like, oh, he lives over there.
Yeah, I've been there.
And so when 2020, actually before that, kind of like the Mike Brown stuff that happened in 2015, 2016, started the percolating. And then when 2020 happened, like, it was weird. It was just a weird thing where things that used to be sort of innocent or mean nothing started meaning a whole hell of a lot. Like when your neighbors started putting up like American flags.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it started being scary. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whereas like American flags just used to be like, oh, they're patriotic. Like it started being like, yeah,
More
it's
charged.
time to get the hell out of here. So yeah, move here.
Do you know my story of how I came out here?
I don't think so.
You
No,
turned 21.
I remember just meeting you online back when you used to do like timestamps.
Yeah.
For Poppy.
Yeah, so I was a timestamp guy for a while for Joey. I sort of assigned myself that role where it's like, oh, Joey has a podcast. I like his podcast. I'm gonna do
Which is
timestamp.
super smart.
Yeah.
Super smart
man,
to
if-
offer a service.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you
He's
offer
the
a
networking
service
king.
and then you do. I didn't ask to get paid. I didn't ask for recognition. I didn't ask for attention. I was like, oh, this guy puts out something that I really enjoy, so I'm going to give back and maybe something will happen. Unfortunately, it did, and there was a lot of asymmetric upside. The worst thing that happens is I listen to a podcast that I loved more intently, and the best thing that happens is you get to meet the guy. Now, Joey's one of the closest people in my life at this point.
There is a guy, like it's funny, like you guys all know, maybe chat knows, maybe they don't, that I have a poker blog, right?
You do.
So editing my poker blog is not physically editing like in Final Cut Pro, but like what's it called when you have to like proofread it?
Yeah.
Like to make sure you didn't make mistakes or whatever. So this guy offered to help me do that. And he is invaluable to my life.
Yeah.
Like, so he's actually sometimes here in the chat. I always get his name wrong. I can't say it, but it's like Stefan Barbary.
Oh, yeah,
Stefan
this all,
blah, blah.
yeah.
Love that guy to death.
love
And
you,
just
Stefan.
like you, just like offered a service, like doesn't ask for payment or whatever. Like I had big things planned for this guy. He didn't even
You
know.
ain't getting shit, Stefan. No.
Yeah. He's gonna get taken care of. But like, it's shocking to me how many people will slide into your DMs like wanting something but not offering.
Of course,
anything.
that's how it always
Yes.
works.
Yeah.
It's like there's so many messages like I'll get sometimes where people be like, not a lot of complaining, not a lot of problem solving. No, a lot of like wanting, not a lot of giving or some sort of value add.
Right.
Where it's like, look, there's a lot. I don't have that much time in the day. There's a lot of people that want things, but like if you can provide a service, like I'm a reasonable enough guy. Like maybe there's something there, but sometimes there's just not. Like sometimes, a lot of it's timing. Like timing is everything. Because sometimes who knows if you need a project done or something like that.
It's true.
But anyways.
If anybody doesn't know Jaman's vlog, it's the Drawing Dead vlog on YouTube, and it's fucking awesome.
It's ridiculously great.
It's fucking great.
It's just
you put
like
so much time into
I put it on the
effort,
loop
like,
in my house and just watch it.
Yeah, I heard the guy that created that just got a vasectomy, actually. That's probably going to be on the vlog, right?
What?
You
I
have
heard
to
that
talk
the guy that created this vlog had a vasectomy, and you're going to talk about it.
I almost vlogged the vasectomy.
Wow, you should have.
I almost did. I was so close to putting. There were so many like vasectomy things I was gonna do.
Vasectomy.
Like
I mean,
was
it would
gonna
have been
make.
so funny.
I was gonna make a whole like Instagram reel that was just
Yeah.
like a montage.
What if you went on
of-
Instagram Live?
I swear to God, I was gonna make a
No,
montage.
somebody just called you the Morgan Freeman of poker, and I so agree with it.
I'll take that.
That's fucking
That's a good one. I like that one.
But I literally was gonna make a montage of like all the girls that I had been with, like with the music of like Boyz II Men, It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday, and then at the end with me just walking into like, like the vasectomy
What
clinic.
about, can we have the Sarah McLachlan in the arms of an angel?
Just him getting a
like
vasectomy.
getting snipped? But yeah, so moving on back to my story. Yeah, so I actually met Matt through Twitter, and we just kind of had our first conversation about one of the games on Poker Go. It was when Rob Young had his home game, where like Rick Solomon was in there doing sleeper straddles and stuff. So from there, I kind of asked, why are people not attacking these sleeper straddles from Rick more aggressively? And then we kind of got into a conversation about being rolled to effectively go after it, because you're playing a 2-4 game and you're a pro, and there's a 2K sleeper straddle. You're now playing a game that you didn't sell for. Particularly.
right.
You're just playing these high variance spots now, where you're playing a tournament, and you're hoping that you can win 60% of the pots you play and not get wrecked.
Fucking 2 million is 100 big blinds. There.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
insane.
what?
So from there, I ended up streaming on Twitch. Just was doing that anyways on Ignition, actually.
Poker or slots?
Yeah, poker.
Sauce is
What type of
now.
bonus
He
do they
used used to be a
sign
poker
up
streamer.
today.
Now he's a
Yeah.
slot streamer.
So I was streaming, and then I met Chewy through like streaming, and he was like, "Hey, I'd like to come on stream. We can talk about some poker stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, that's great." Chewy's the best. So from there, he said, "Hey, if you want to come out to Vegas and play some of the online MTTs when they have the online bracelet series," I was like, "Sure, of course." But after my Airbnb ran up, I didn't have anywhere to stay. So I stayed here. I talked to Matt and I was like, "Hey, I don't have anywhere to stay. Can I stay at the office?" And he was like, "Sure, just like take all the time you need to figure it out." And then I stayed on the couch in the office when we had the couch, which is now downstairs, for like 3 months. So for 3 months, I just
Like,
kind of
so
stayed
are
here,
you
sort of
leaving
crashed. Like
anytime
I was just playing, literally on this monitor actually. I was just playing online. And from there was someone moved out of his house, and I took that room, and now I'm here.
Wow.
Here we are. How about you?
I remember
Melissa?
when I told him I was going to move here, he offered me. He's like, "Oh, you can stay at the office."
Yeah.
I said,
This is a reasonable
"Thank you,
guy.
but no, I'm not."
How'd you get to Vegas?
My brother was moving here,
Mm-hmm.
and I had started streaming and playing, and I wanted to leave New York,
Okay.
so I came here.
What part of New York were you in?
I was in Brooklyn, Bushwick. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Concrete
What a place you don't want to live.
Yeah, we had the whole pod about it pretty much. Yeah. It wasn't really, I drove here
Really?
in 2.5 days by myself,
Wow.
40 hours.
That's a
Best
lot.
drive.
That's a lot.
I thought about driving here when I first moved here.
I like driving, so driving here is.
Yeah, I mean, I had
love
my
it.
dog, and so it was just sort of like the airlines were being annoying about taking him, so I just drove. And I would not do that again. I would definitely split it with somebody else.
Yeah, I thought about it, and then when it came to push come to shove, I was like, I'm gonna book a flight, and I'm gonna leave my
Yeah.
car right in this fucking parking lot, and I'm never gonna see it again. That's exactly.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Did
yeah.
that happen?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
So your car just.
So when I first came to Vegas, I was living with my aunt in North Carolina, and I had just gotten my tax check. The day I woke up, I saw it in my bank account. I was like, okay, what do I do now? I don't want to be here. It's Burlington, North Carolina. There's nothing here for me.
Yeah.
We're going to go YOLO somewhere. Where am I going to YOLO? Las Vegas. So I woke up, booked the flight, and I was like, okay, I'm going to Vegas today. I literally left later on that day. I had thought about driving for a little bit. Decided against that shit. I was like, I'm just going to leave it here.
What year is this?
4.5 years ago. So
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Well, real quick, going back to the vasectomy section of the podcast. Well, my dad had a vasectomy.
All right. Shout out to Landon's dad's.
Yeah, shout out to Landon's
He
dad.
should have told me. We could have got a group rate or something.
Yeah, he. Well, not recently. This was let's call it 20 years ago, because that's when my sister was born. My sister was born the week of my dad's vasectomy.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister was born the week of my dad's vasectomy.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was my quick.
The chat is asking what my job was before poker. If you watched last episode, I went through my whole resume. It's
true. It's a very long
very
and
impressive resume, by the way. But it was pretty much all retail.
Yeah.
All retail jobs and food jobs, and one assistant job. I was all over the place making nothing, working 12-hour shifts for $16 an hour, where I was not allowed to sit for the whole time.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, they wouldn't let you sit.
Where was this?
Thrift store.
They
had
wouldn't
to
let you sit in a fucking thrift store?
No, so I would just go to the bathroom to sit.
Wow, this is
Yeah.
why they started calling you Poo Dog, huh?
Yeah. No, I would go and lay on, like, there was big trash bags full of clothes, and I would go down and, like, lay on them until somebody told me to get out of the basement.
That's funny.
How'd you find poker?
The short version is I was a bowler.
You were a bowler. Okay.
Like I used to bowl like hardcore. In fact, probably can't see it, but there's like a scar.
I can
on
see
my arm
it.
from like
Oh,
where
I
I
can
ripped
see
a
it.
tendon, which kind of ended my bowling career. But
Wait,
anyway,
so you were like being a professional bowler or just a
yeah,
hobby
no,
bowler?
like I had sights on like bowling.
You know who's
like,
great at bowling?
I know Boski bowls.
Chewy.
Oh, does he?
Chewy's a bowling lord.
Chewy, here's a small little tangent. Chewy is the one poker player that I still haven't met that I still would like to like meet. Like
You never met Chewy?
I've never met Chewy.
Chewy's the best human
Yeah,
in the world.
yeah, I've
You know,
never met
you know
Chewy.
that saying like you and X should go bowling? You and Chewy should literally go bowling.
But no, yeah, I like to meet you. But anyway, what's the question?
Also
how'd I
how'd
come
you
into
get into
poker?
poker,
So
yeah.
during bowling, like bowling leagues, they play like this weird 5-card, 7-card draw type game where if you get like a spare or strike, you get a card.
Yeah.
Right? And then the best hand wins. And I don't even remember what you won if you won something.
Oh,
But
that's
I
right.
remember this was like 2003, 2004. I didn't know which hands beat what. Like I didn't know if a straight beat a flush. If like I didn't know anything. So
Yeah.
I happened to be in Wichita, Kansas for a weekend or so, and ESPN was playing this loop of WSOP tournaments where this guy like Moneymaker does the impossible or something.
Right. So you were Moneymaker era.
Yeah, so I was Moneymaker. But so I literally watched what ESPN was showing so that I could figure out which hands beat which hands.
Yeah.
And then I could be better during the bowling thing.
Yeah.
Like that was the only reason I even turned it on.
Wow. And from there, here we are.
From
or
there, sky's the limit, baby.
sky is the limit.
Sky
Now I'm
is
here
the
with you
limit.
fine people.
My
Man.
dude.
It is really
Content
weird to
king.
think about from a perspective standpoint of
I mean,
like,
the whole thing is weird. Like when we were talking about our stories, like, I mean, the whole way people's lives work is interesting. Like I said, the girl I'm dating, I met her in this chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So you guys in the chat.
yeah. Like
You-
I
you might be
literally met
chatting with
her
your
in the
future
Sulphur White
girl.
chat. If I hadn't have met her, I wouldn't have had I don't even know if I probably still would have moved to Vegas, but meeting her,
Made
she
it
hooked me
easier.
up with a condo, and then like you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
so that made the move here easier, and like
Yes.
everything felt like I met my real estate agent through her.
Yeah.
So like you know,
it's like Love in the Club, but chat edition.
shout out to something. Shout out to Lily.
Yeah.
Well,
that's sick.
I hate to cut this short.
Oh
but
my
our-
God, we gotta go.
Our lovely Guapo has a flight to catch.
Yeah.
My boy got a flight to catch.
So we do have to have a short pod today.
One thing, we do have 2 more seats for the Academy.
Look it up.
It is September 8th to the 11th. And come on in, get it popping with us. You know, you can learn from the great Landon Tice, Matthew Berkey, Christian Soto. It's
In
going to
the
be a great
flesh.
time. It's going to be an absolute great time. So
Yeah, you can learn
September
not to
8th,
get-
September 11th, there's 2 seats open.
You can learn not to give 9 big blinds per 100 to somebody.
They learned that on the podcast already.
Well, they can learn it again in person.
All right, fine. Come learn it.
All right. Well, I think what's the deal with the podcast now? Are you guys, because on Monday and Tuesday, I am doing commentary for something in the Czech Republic.
Wow.
Sounds popping.
I'm big in Europe, not a big deal.
We'll figure it out. I'll figure it
so
out.
Me and Landy.
Next week.
Oh,
Okay.
Berkey's back, isn't he?
Maybe not.
Oh, you know what we're doing? We're doing pre-recorded shows at night, and we are playing them the next day.
Oh, yeah, it's true because of the Academy.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Use technology to its full
So
advantage.
we'll
figure
be
it out.
here for you guys. Don't worry. You don't
We're
have to
never-
be alone for
We'll
too
never
long.
leave you.
Hit
I will
that
never
like
leave
button. Send us some comments.
You don't have to hit the like. You just
Hit that like button.
Smash that.
Okay. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.